Howdy y'all, random lady here. Have you ever had any crazy neighbors? I've had a few. By the way, if you're new to my channel, then welcome and feel free to look around on my channel. And if you want to, you can hit that subscribe button so that you can know what's going on when I put out another video. But hit that little bell in order to do it, okay? Now, I had a neighbor who was like, seriously, OCD. Have you ever seen that show? It's a detective show, and his Monk is his name, and he had some serious ODC issues. Like he had the same outfit basically, and he kept it perfectly aligned in his closet. Well, I kid you not, this neighbor Roland was the same way. His wife was real friendly and outspoken, and one day we were in a conversation and Roland was at work. So she goes, come here. I have to show you something. Because somehow I got into the conversation about how Roland was OCD. And she snuck me into her room and she opened Roland's closet and she said, look at this. It was just like from the show Monk, only it was a cowboy shirt because Roland was one of them good old country boys. We were in Texas, you know. Each shirt looked the same. It was aligned perfectly in that closet. Okay, we lived in a duplex. So it was a standalone building with them on one half of the duplex and us on the other. And it was on the corner of a street. So it had a driveway with a little bitty tiny parking lot in the back. Their plot of grass that they were responsible for was here. But unfortunately, our plot of grass didn't just go here. We had the whole corner of the street going back. That was a lot of grass to mow. Now, before new tenants had moved in, that would be us, Roland took care of all the grass for a while. But now that we live there, our half of the grass, our part of the grass, we were responsible for. So we had hired a young man to come and mow the grass for us. We didn't own a lawnmower or anything. Well, Roland didn't like that. And when we asked him why, he said he doesn't mow it right. He doesn't mow it right. I guess Roland thought our yard was a football field where it had to have the certain correct lines and stuff. It was ridiculous. But we wanted to keep the peace between neighbors, so we purchased a lawnmower and we tried to mow the lawn ourselves. Guess what? It still wasn't good enough. So yeah, that was Roland. There was a time that the light bulb went out on our back porch. And, there were a few days where like, darn, we forgot to get a light bulb for that back porch. Well, apparently we didn't change the light bulb quick enough. And Roland changed it because, he says, got to take care of your property. Got to take care of it. And he's mumbling around saying that. And we're like, he's bought a light bulb and changed our... Apparently we didn't change that light bulb fast enough. And same with the recycling. We wouldn't put it out to the curb until it was filled up a little more. Just a few papers we didn't think was worth putting it out to the curb. But once it was a little more full, we would put it out to the curb. But he would just get so angry that he would put our recycling out to the curb and mumble and grumble under his breath. And we're like, you're the one who grabbed our recycling and put it out. We didn't make you. Well, one time I got locked out of the house and I'm like, oh my gosh. This is before everybody had cell phones, and so I thought, I've got to knock on my neighbor's door and ask for help. Please let his wife be home instead of him. I knock on the door, it's him. And he says, sure, come in the house and use my phone. I'm like, okay. The place was spotless, but I knew that it wasn't my first time in the home. And he was standing in the kitchen and he gets him a little cup of orange juice and he drinks it. No big deal. Oh, I'm using the phone. The guy's drinking his orange juice. Everything's fine. But after I hang up, I'm kind of watching him, and he washes that orange juice glass like 7 times, I guess. And then he starts wiping down the kitchen counter, which was spotless, mind you. And he's wiping the whole kitchen the whole time. He's saying, your home is what you make it. Your life is what you make it. Your world is what you make it. I mean, gee whiz, this guy. Who hurt him to make him like this? And then the last thing I want to tell you about Roland is that he had this truck. Beautiful pickup truck. Some might say no big deal. Everybody in Texas has a pickup truck. His was, again, shiny, perfect. He washed it every Sunday without fail. Well, we would get up and go out the door to go to church, and there he and his wife were washing that pickup truck. Well, we would go to church, and then we'd go to lunch after church, hang out with a few friends, and then we'd come home, and they were still washing that truck. And this was like every Sunday. It's like, really? Are you kidding me? One Sunday we missed church. So it was a nice day. We sat out on the front porch. We watched them wash that truck. And, okay, you wash the outside of it, you wash the windows, you vacuum the inside, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cleaning a car, right? Well, he would then have his wife pull the truck forward every few inches, and he was washing the part of the tires that touched the road. Really? Because as soon as you take off that first time, those tires are dirty. And not only did he wash the part of the tires that touched the road, he would have her turn the wheel, and he would wash the inside of the tires too. Who looks there? Well, he did. Anyway, that's my story about my OCD neighbor. Do you know anybody who's OCD? Maybe you are. That's my story. I don't know. Poor Roland, I don't know where he is these days. If you have any comments about a neighbor that you've had, I'd sure like to read them. If you could put them down below, let's have a little conversation about your crazy neighbors, okay? Thanks. Bye. Your home is what you make it. Your life is what you make it. Your world is what you make it.